walk through the basic setup of a Gallus Golf tournament. Now, here we are in the Gallus Golf admin dashboard. We're at manager.gallusgolf.com. On this quick start page, I'm going to click the events module, and it's going to take me to a listing page where I can see all of the events that have been set up already. I can go in and I can view tournaments, leagues, past, all that. But what we want to do is create at the top right. When I hit create, it's going to give me an option of what type of event that I want to set up. So we can come in here, we can put in the name of our event. So maybe we're going to put like the spring kickoff in here. Then we're going to select our event type. So this, of course, is a tournament. And then we're going to select our field. So our field can be either a team scoring format, an individual scoring format, or both. This selection is going to control what options you have below for your actual scoring format. So for instance, for teams, I can do either a scramble, a best ball, so I could do like a 1 best ball, a 2, or a 3, or an alternate shot format. And all of those you can do at either gross, net, or both as well. For individuals, I could do a stroke, a Stableford, or a match play. Now for Stableford, I can come in here and I can actually set up the specific points that I want. We have defaults in there for you, but if you want to adjust, all you have to do is just come in here and say, I want this to be a 5, I want this to be a 10, so on and so forth. You can, of course, do gross, net, or both for your scoring format, no matter which one you choose for individuals as well. And then one thing I forgot to mention on teams as well as individuals is you can do a handicap allowance. What this will do is it will apply a calculation to all of the course handicaps inputted within the field. So for instance, if I had a player in an individual format that had a 10 course handicap, but then I put in here that my handicap allowance for the entire field is an 80%. What it's going to do is it's going to take 80% of that player's course handicap, and then it's going to give them an 8. So they'll get 8 strokes within the event. This is a way of kind of like shrinking down your course handicaps in a way, and it's recommended by the USGA, so we want to make sure that we have that functionality in there for you. Next, once you get your field set up, one other thing to mention here is this team and individual. You can do either a best ball, a best ball with either a stroke or a Stableford. The next thing is we're going to set up our rounds. So you can set up as many rounds as you'd like in here. You can come in and you can select the date. So maybe I want this to be on December 18th. I want it to be at 8 a.m. and I want my course to be my south course. It will then give you your tee options. So your tee selection here is going to be the default tee for all of your players. And once you have your event set up, you can actually go into the players section and you can assign specific tees to those that have a different one. So like if you have a men's and a ladies starting tee, you can go in and you can assign the ladies all their specific tees if there's less of them than there are men, whichever's easiest for you. The start type can be either a shotgun or a tee time, and then you click add. So that will add a line item here. You can always trash it if you made a mistake, but you can also keep going if you have a multi-round event going on, or if you're done, you can just hit I'm done adding rounds. Next, this display name format. This controls the way the names display on the leaderboards for the event. So for instance, if we had Tiger Woods on our leaderboard, first name, last initial would be Tiger W. They could do first initial, last name, so that would be T Woods, so on and so forth. There's a bunch of different options in here. It also controls a couple of print materials as well, the way the names display there. The logos will also display on the leaderboards and a couple different print materials like cart signs and the like. If you don't upload logos here, don't worry, we'll automatically default it to your app's logo for at least the main one, and then the sponsor logo will be empty. But if you want to upload logos here, They just need to either be a JPEG or a PNG format. Lastly, there is this rules section. So this is where you can input rules for your event. What's the scoring format? Which holes are the long drive holes? Things of that nature. And the main advantage to this is this displays on a player handout that we generate for you automatically in the print materials section. So it makes it really, really easy for you to share what the rules of the day are, just in one single box. We, of course, want to use the app to keep score, so we're going to leave that checked. And then we can hit continue to set up our event. So I'll hit continue here just so you can see. And now I'm going to see my checklist page, and from here I'm going to go and I'm going to set up the whole thing. So if you want to learn more about that, you can check out our articles that we have in our knowledge base at support.gallusgolf.com. But if you have questions or you need help during this process, we're always here to assist. So you can always give us a call at 888-426-8124 extension 2. Or if email is easier, you can send us an email to support@gallusgolf.com. Thanks so much for watching, and hope you have a great rest of your day.